What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rogue here. So I'm gonna show you guys my regional deck list that I topped with. I got my invite with pure Handloop Ryzeal. I went to the Wisconsin regionals this past weekend. Got 28th place. I was shooting for that top 8, and I was doing really good all day. However, as you guys already know, with pure Ryzeals, they have two issues. They have one really main issue. And that's just consistency. A lot of the times you can brick and just draw hands full of hand traps. And that's essentially what happened to me my round 5. I played against Malice and drew hand traps 2 games in a row, and I just couldn't play. And then round 7, I played with my boy Brandon using his Ritual Beast deck. I bricked game 1, won game 2 because I had a pretty good hand. Then game 3, I got Protos locked, and he had every out he could just to continue his Protos lock. So I would say the deck definitely overperformed, way better than what I expected, and I beat every Ryzeal Fiendsmith player I played. So then it just goes to show you that pure Ryzeal, in my opinion, is a little bit better. And there's no knock at the Fiendsmith build. It did win a YCS. However, I think that's more to the player and the strategy being new and the lack of draw being in people's main deck at the time, which is why that deck took off and which is why Triff won with it. But anyway, smash that like button, get this video to 100 likes, and at the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys the hand loop combo, which I pulled off like twice, but it only resolved one time. So nevertheless, let's begin. 40 card main deck, 3 exit. That's pretty much a staple in Ryzeals. You want to run 3. He's the best extender. I did learn at locals going up to the regionals that, if you read the card, you'll get it. Just don't make the mistake I was making at one point was after you Nibiru the opponent, try to use X's effective search. He doesn't get the search off because he's a racist one, which is essentially meaning if you have something that's not a level 4 on the field, he won't search, or rank 4. So yeah, 3 exit. Just don't make the mistake I was doing. 3 ice, staple, obviously standard Ryzeal engine. 3 sword, 1 node, pretty standard. As far as hand drops, 3 ash blossom, 2 effect veiler. I was testing 3 online, but I decided to hop on 2 because I'm like, I never really missed the 3rd one, and plus I wanted to run 1 Ghost Ogre because I do run Cross-Out Detonator, so I knew people were going to be on Ghost Ogre. So instead of opting for 3 Veilers, I ran it just for a Cross-Out target, and it came up once in the tournament, which helped save my ass. 3 Nibs. This card was really good, helped me out my Malice matchup, but I will be honest, guys, I don't have more Charmies, and moving forward, when I get Fuwalos, Nib will be going to the side deck in favor of main deck Fuwalos. I think Fuwalos is too good. I think if I had Fuwalos, I probably would have top 8'd because Fuwalos is just way better of a card than Nib. But Nib is good against Malice. It's good against a lot of rogue decks. It's good against the Fiendsmith Ryzeal deck when they can't pop off. The main reason I don't like Nib is because I believe Ryzeal is the best deck of the format, and if you're a good Ryzeal player, you're playing around Nib 90% of the time unless your opponent has like 2 to 3 hand traps in hand in addition to Nib. So yeah, if you're playing this deck correctly, you're not gonna get Nib. So, but anyway, nevertheless, this would get replaced for Fuwalos if once I get it. And then 3 Droll and Liebird, best tech of the weekend. Every time I play against a Fiendsmith player, Droll, their turn ended. My turn, I proceeded to like not really OTK them, just deal heavy damage and control the board with the Ryzeal setup, and it was GG no re. And plus, you need Droll for the hand loop combo. 1 plugin, I did test 2 prior to the event, but decided 1 was needed, 2 was just unnecessary. 3 bonfire, consistency, this deck has consistency issues. 2 crossouts in the callby in the main deck. I know some people don't run callby, they just run 3 crossouts. They side to callby, I think they're crazy. Callby is just too good not to run. I mean, the main card you want to hit with callby is Ash. You want to hit the Drove, they have it. You want to hit the Ghost Bell, I'm sorry, the Ghost Ogres, Ghost Bell, whatever. You can set it, you can stop it in Engraver, which did come up a few times, so really good card. There is a good argument for 3 crossouts. I personally never like 3 crossouts in my decks because I feel like sometimes with 3, if you open up 2 as a brick, I mean, if you open up 2 versus the mirror match and you set 1 is pretty good, but for the most part, 3 can brick, so 2 is just right for me. And also because I'm running 2 of these, 2 Trip Tactical Talents, these are really good. Hand ripping is the main effect you want to do because it's a combo deck, so once they hit you with the Ash Blossom or something like that, that's not an imperm, you can rip the other card up the hand so that way you can continue your combos off. And I think it paid off a lot because there was a lot of times where I got hit with a card, ripped it out with the card ripped the card out of the hand and continued my combo. And against my last round, by me main decking two of these, I had it in my hand, so he went for a play, and I'm sorry, I went for a play. I got ass box. No, this is what happened. He went for Valor. I go cross-eye Designator, negating his Valor. And then I went triple tactics, draw two, drew into Solemn Judgment, and drew into Dimension Barrier, allowing me to win that game. So it was pretty sick. Two cross because I am running the Pot of Desires. Honestly, I don't think I mean, it won games for sure. However, I don't think it's necessary because I did side it out a lot, and I didn't notice the difference. But that game one, it could come up because I did open it more. So a lot of times when I went for my Detonator play before I made Detonator, I activated Cross, then made Detonator to attach. They already knew they were going to get negated. They already knew it was going to resolve because they weren't going to waste the hand turn on Detonator. So unless they had a Imperm, I was good to go search my deck and pop off. So I'm going to leave it at 2 for now because it did come up a few times, which I think saved me. However, if you run 1, man, I don't blame you. Now, this is a new addition to the deck, Prosperity. I did test it at locals, it was good. I did find out at the regionals, I didn't know, because this the guy we call Judge just to verify. So if you draw anytime in a duel, you can't use Prosperity. I didn't know that, so I tried to go Desires Prosperity, but they were like, you can't do that. I'm like, oh, I didn't know, my bad. So we were able to repair game, save and everything, which was cool, but I don't know how I feel about this moving forward. I probably just had the third Desires, if I'm being honest. But Prosperity did come up, and just digging for things to help out. I did grab hand traps. Honestly, I probably replace this for a Thrust moving forward, but we'll see. That's going to continue to evolve as I go on. One Plasma Hole came up so much. It helped me out of Chaos Angel, because the guy was playing Defense with Ryzeal. He ended on Chaos Angel, and he thought it was good. And I'm like, okay. I set my hole, put my monster to defense mode, pass. He drew. I had the field spell on the board. So when he tried to do his combo, I just popped it, his Chaos Angel, and it was GG no Ryzeal play right there. Then 3 Imperm to round out the deck. So yeah, that's 40 card main deck. Show you guys my extra deck now. 1 Durandal, 1 Constellar Diamond, 1 Ptolemies. Durandal is broken because 2 reasons. 1, he's an Omni Negate. He's like Yugioh. He changed the effect of an opponent's monster effect or spell or trap to destroying a back row you control. So worst case scenario, if you can't hand loop them, you can always just make an Omni Negate. But his other reason why I like Durandal is because his other effect is detach 1, both players shuffle their hands into their deck and then draw the same amount of cards. So in a situation where where draw is already activated, you can shuffle each player's hand back in their deck and then we can't do anything. So the combo works essentially, you go activate Durandal after they search, chain draw, and then it's GG no Ryzeal played. Durandal has to resolve. We both shuffle our hands back to our deck. Draw's already resolved, and then we both have no cards in our hand, but you already have a set up board. You have the field spell, so you're just gonna win. So yeah, Ptolemies is good. Constellar Diamond could have came up against Yugioh. However, I couldn't make it legally because I was locked out. However, in a play where you could just normal summon like Ice, for example, make Ptolemies, go Constellar Diamond against like the Phoenix Yugioh deck. Anytime they grab a card out of their graveyard and goes to their hand, it's banished. And you can detach 1 to negate a dark monster's activated effect and destroy it. So this card has potential, honestly, outside of just doing the hand loop stuff. So I did like the engine this weekend, and we'll continue playing moving forward. 2 Dual Drive standard, 2 Detonator standard. Abyss Dollar came up a lot. Ragnar Zero came up at locals in playtesting because you can pop the Dual Drive to get a free draw. If you have your own Dual Drive, anytime your opponent summons a monster in attack mode and you had it on the board, bring it out, pop their monster, draw a card. So I like drawing cards. This card came up a lot at locals, not at the regionals though. Dugaris, never really went into it. It's good to have, but local, like I said, it's one of them things that comes up at locals, but in a more competitive environment, I never needed to go into it because a lot of the times I couldn't combo off enough to go into Dual Drive. It was just going into Detonator was way better. Castel came up a few times, it's clearing boards. I love Castel. I will continue to run this. Excite On Night came up because people have to out this so they don't want to lose their board. Typhoon came up a few times, so yeah, good in the mirror match. Aggregator comes up every game. You guys already know that's pretty self-explanatory. And of course, Baguska, because Baguska is the GOAT. Standard combo, Baguska, Detonator, Dual Drive, and you typically win. However, if you are able to resolve a dual drive, most people just scoop and go to game 2 anyway. Now for my side deck, 3 Lancia. I think everybody was on that this weekend. It was pretty good. Cowboy for a time, and the time I did go for Cowboy, he got impermed. However, my opponent didn't have imperm. I would have won by burn damage. So yeah, side deck the Cowboy. Dark Ruler no more over Droplet because I predicted Cash Tira would be really popular in this event, which it was. However, the times that I did side these in for Cash Tira, the Cash Tira Malice deck, I bricked on all hand traps. But the theory is, this deck is good. However, we can always go against decks that make like Omnigate, like Yugioh or Cash Tira board, stuff that we just can't break. Go Dark Ruler, go Exciton Knight, blow up their board, because if you make Exciton Knight, you can't deal damage anyway, so you can just go Dark Ruler, make Exciton, blow a board, set up your board, then pass turn, so that way you can control the game state. So yeah, I do like Dark Ruler a lot. 3 evenly matched for the mirror. I did predict I won't be the only one that's on Pure. However, I was wrong. Every Ryzeal player in the room was on the Fiendsmith build. However, with that being said, I got cooked by this. I got cooked by this online on Dueling Book, and so I decided to decide it for the event because if I play against Pure, it's gonna be really good. And it did come up even for the one guy who I thought was running Pure. He was running the Fiendsmith build. It came up one time, and it helped. However, yeah, I won't stop running this card. This card is too good. Too many rogue decks right now that it's good against. So yeah, run this card. Judgment came up a lot. You make Judgment with your Ryzeal board, the GG no really well played. Like, it literally won me the game the last round, netting me my invite. I had it set. My opponent went Droplet. I'm like, pay cost. He sent the monster and a spell. I'm like, let's go. Solemn Judgment, and he just shook my hand. So it was a really good card. I loved it because he was trying to Droplet my Baguska and dual drop. I'm like, yeah, Judgment, man, and D-Barrier because it's the card of the format. And yeah, man, so I'm going to show you guys the combo right now, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, for the Handloop combo, all you really need to do is just to open up Droll, and any Ryzeal monster, but Exit would be the best one because you want to start with Exit all the time. And essentially the way it goes is like this. It's normal Ryzeal combo, special summon Exit, sending out your extra deck monster. I would always want to send a dual drive. I know Detonator probably is the one you want to send because just in case your dual drive get negated, you can have an extra one. But in a meta game where everyone's main deck and Bestials again, which people were doing at the regionals, I started sending dual drive just to do my combos, so that way I don't have to worry about my extra monster getting extra deck monster getting hit with a Bestial, and that way I can just combo off. So activate effect, go search out sword, keep my camera stable, my bad y'all, go search out the sword. Sword comes in, special sword, sword effect, grab ice, and then now you're in a good position. Once again, you got Droll, so this is pretty much all you freaking need. Overlay these two to make the dual drive. Activate dual drive's effect to attach. If it resolves, you're gonna like yes, because I'm probably finna win. Activate dual drive's effect again to detach to search. If it resolves, you're like yes. So we're gonna go ahead and search out our cross and a plugin. Search out cross and plugin. Keep this in your hand. Hand should be this right here. So search out cross, our plugin. Now you want to activate cross so that way you can just dodge hand traps like Nibiru or whatever. Normal summon ice. Grab back your node. Use special summon node. Use node's effect to send dual drive to the graveyard to bring back one of these dudes. And then right now you're in a good position, so you're gonna go ahead and overlay these two now into Detonator. Detonator effect to attach. So you got 3. And then you're gonna go ahead and activate plugin. Bring this dude back. Attach one from deck to Detonator. You're gonna want to attack the Plasma because I found out a ruling on Judge's Lounge where if you have Plasma Hole in your graveyard, you can detach it when you have a Ryzeal monster on the board on your opponent's turn to make Typhon, so that can give you easy Typhon play, worst case scenario. Then you overlay these two, into Ptolemy's, make Ptolemy's, and then proceed to end phase. Because at this, oh, don't go to end phase yet. Activate effect, shuffle back these two to draw. Put plug in at the bottom of the deck. Put your dual drive back in the extra deck. Draw one, draw exit, whatever. End phase, activate Ptolemy's effect. So a lot of people don't know, he can attach to himself in the extra deck. So you're gonna attach it. This is why you run Constellar Diamond. Outside of Diamond, just being good against like dark decks. And then what I like to do is during the draw phase on my opponent's turn, activate effect. If they don't have an Imperm or something, you're pretty much in a good position. So activate effect to rank up. Going to Durandal. They're going to read Durandal. They're not going to think about the hand shuffle effect. They're going to be like, okay, he's a pseudo Omni Negate. They're probably thinking you're a bad player. So when they start looking at your field of Detonator, Crawls, they might start off with like a Bonfire or whatever. You let it resolve. Activate Durandal to hand shuffle. Change roll on resolution. And then pretty much they're going to realize, oh, I just got hand looped. GG, no read, well played. So anyway, man, this is my Ryzeal deck in detail. Post your thoughts and opinions about it in the comment section down below. And yeah, smash that like button and hit the subscribe button for more competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. Alright guys, take it easy and have a great rest of your day.